Boats Unlimited, your authorized Mercury Platinum dealer in Baton Rouge. Plant Machine Works Incorporated. And your local Bayou GMC truck team present Cajun Quest, the Louisiana Fishing Show. Every time I go back to Avoyelles Parish, to my hometown of Simmesport, I remember the great times I had fishing with my dad. He really enjoys trotline fishing in the Atchafalaya River, and I enjoy joining him on these trips. Today's show is dedicated to my dad, who is probably out on the river now. I love you, Dad, and will always remember these times. This is Mike Rabalais, and you're watching Cajun Quest. I grew up hunting and fishing on the banks of the Atchafalaya River in Simmesport. So did my dad. After he retired as chief of police and my mom passed away in '94, he began spending most of his time fishing in the Atchafalaya River. I used to worry about him, but this life keeps him young, and at almost 80 years old, that's a good thing. Every time I get a chance, I go home and join him on a trip. This is one I'll always remember.
This is a line we call a jump line with a small rock at the other end. This is a heavy rock that'll weigh about 50 pounds, so it'll stay there. The outside rock comes up every time I run it. Every time you run it, you got to swing it out to a deeper part. You don't want it parallel to the river. All right. See if we have anything this morning.
What did you have yesterday?
I took 37 pounds off this line yesterday. One weighed about 14, 118, and the rest is smaller. Mike, see if my jugs are not stuck, caught on the motor. Now right here, where your ground does not touch, your line does not touch the bottom, you will not catch. Catfish are on the bottom. So I'm going to wait a few hooks and now just start baiting. There's one bait missing. You took the baits all right. Underneath the tail, like this.
And you took the fire out of the baits.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't run in 24 hours. I like to run twice a day. And that ain't too good. I like to run twice a day. Running bait.
Especially when a big one's biting.
I like to have my line full of bait for nights. That's when they bite the best.
Atchafalaya River.
Look, another twist off. I'm going to have to leave this one alone until I can come back to it. This line has about, yeah, that's a small one. There's a big one in the back.
Don't sling him.
know, you talk about dangerous.
Little fins are short.
Mm-hmm. Try not to hurt him too bad and put him back in the water. Let him get bigger, we catch him later. Cool, there's one right here. It must be a goo. It feels like a goo bite. Fight. Watch, I'll let him fight the line, Mike. Watch him. You know, it's a nice cat. See him?
Pretty one.
Let's see if he's well hooked. No, give him my net. Uh-oh, he got off.
Oh,
Catch him.
I could have dipped him.
You could have caught him with your hand.
Could have caught him with my hand, but
That's
I didn't.
Another
I thought
one.
a little better of it.
Another one right here.
I thought a little better reaching down there and grabbing.
Nice fish we lost.
Oh well.
You can't get them on. Now this is a goo. I can tell the way they bite. A goo gives a sharp
Tug.
tug. And a lot of time they get off too.
Yeah, those pelicans are watching the river.
Let's see. It might be a cat. No, it's a cat.
Another cat. They're acting gooey today. Huh?
Mm-hmm. They're fresh. They wasn't too.
Not good, was it?
Not too well.
Boy, this looks like the inside of a fisherman's boat.
It smells like inside a fisherman's boat too.
I know. Good thing this isn't smell-o-vision. That's a good one.
A nice one. If I can get to, if you don't get off. It's a big one. I better get him off before you get off. Look at that thing tug, huh? Ooh.
You a good one.
Oh, Lord. I don't know if I can handle him.
Nice cat. Very nice. That's not a blue cat.
It's a blue.
It looked like a blue cat at first. Looked like a
Whiptail.
Yeah. Pretty catfish. Picking your
I
spots.
tell you what, he sure wet me up good. He sure wet me up good, but I don't mind getting wet when they.
No. Wet me pretty good, too.
Watch out.
Croak.
You hear him? The crawfish still alive, I believe. Yeah.
We got the rock right here. Yeah.
I see this is the light rock. Now if I wanted this line temporary with a belly in it, I'd put another heavy 40, 50 pound rock out there, the line would stay stationary.
Now, Daddy, anybody can do this, right? You don't have to have any special licensing or anything.
Well, the only thing I have, I'm fishing for my own use. And my permanent license after you're 60, it used, I don't know if it's still 60 or not, but anyway, you get a license for your lifetime. And that's good for fishing trotlines if for your own use. Not for retail, not for a commercial. First weights, first hook.
What do you look for when you setting your line out? What kind of, this is, I mean, a lot of people fish the smaller rivers and all that. This thing is huge. It's the Atchafalaya River. It's the fastest and swiftest, deepest river in the world.
There's a fish right there.
Yep.
I look for the deepest part in the river. Right on you, Mike. Right here we have at least 80 feet of water.
How do you know that?
This is the,
you don't have a depth finder in your boat.
the reason I know, your ship channel, your boat channel, your tugboat channel, where they run, that's where I fish, because they got the buoys to tell them where the channel is, and I go by the buoys too.
Always look for that kind of condition, or
Yes, sir.
you look for different
Yes, sir.
water?
Now, during high water, when the water's against the trees,
Put out the
to
bushel.
the bank, tie it to the bank, and then you just let out, go in the river as deep as you can.
Pretty catfish.
Nice fish.
Oh, pretty. He came right along the side.
Oh yeah. Nice fish. Another one there. You see, you got different parts of the river, different parts of the country where they will not bite on crawfish. They want different baits, cut baits.
Yeah, well, different stages of the moon they'll do that too.
I don't know, but there's a reason for it. I don't know why. My nephew, he tried crawfish in the Mississippi. He couldn't catch a catfish. He gave him up.
Well, it's the abundance of the type of forage food that they normally have. Like a lot of fishermen say, you got to match the hatch. Whatever the most common is what they are subject to bite on the most. I'm gonna get a fin in my leg.
If you do, I got a pair of pliers right here.
Atchafalaya is known for its crawfish. You saw what happened in '73
Yeah.
flood,
Nothing but
and
crawfish.
27 when you were around. I wasn't. They had to close the Big Bend Road because of crawfish crossing the road.
Why?
They made such a slick from people driving over them. It got dangerous.
Mike, I think I got another one. Yeah, something there. It's heavy. When it feels heavy, without the jerk, you can look for fish.
Down here.
Yeah, he's there, right next to you. Without a double anchor line, you got to bait as you go. Double anchor, what you do, you run your line, take all your fish off and bait on the way back. But this, when you swing out,
That's a nice crab. I hung him up.
oh yeah, he's on.
That's a pretty one.
Beautiful
Get
cat.
up there to being a big boy. Santa Claus said he ain't catching any. He fell off by a half.
It fell over by half. He fishes in the, I think, Black River. Look at that, how pretty fish.
They're so clean.
Yeah. Now, you take a Mississippi cat and Atchafalaya cats, all together difference in the color. There's another one, Mike.
They're gonna eat good tonight.
Somebody gonna eat.
So you'd rather do this than sit with a rod and reel, huh?
I don't mess with rod and reels unless I'm with you. No.
You had fun yesterday. You got to admit it.
Yeah, I did. Maybe so nervous I had to take nerve pills.
What made you nervous?
Catching fish. I had quit smoking for 2 years. Right across the river. See that sandbar?
Yeah.
Caused me to smoke.
Catching fish?
Catching fish. Man, there's a nice one here, Mike. Nice. See how he does the line?
He just weighs it down and then lets it come back up.
Look at him.
Yeah, I see. Good God. He's twisted, Daddy.
He's well caught?
He's twisted.
Oh, yeah. Half hitches.
Man. Big old boy. There's another good one behind him.
Another one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's heavy.
He just give me a good tug.
God darn.
That's a mess of catfish. That's a mule. What's that, about 10, 11 pounds?
That's a 12-pound cat.
Cool, look at it.
You feed him?
Do I? Let me pull it on.
Okay, watch him pull him.
Let it sit slack for a second.
I feed him.
He's a good one, too.
That's a big one.
Well, not as big as he feels.
There might be one behind him.
Could be. Get my camera wet. Bad boy. Looks like he's freshly caught.
They're lively now.
Well, I say he's freshly caught because his mouth is still white.
Yeah.
That red
You
marker
can
around.
tell how long they've been hooked.
Yeah. That big one had just about twisted off. He had that line wrapped all around his mouth.
He's half hitches all over.
He was just real fresh is all. What's the biggest catfish you caught out here, Dad?
Right here, this same spot, the biggest I caught was 50 pounds. Right, 50 pounds right on the money.
50 pounds. What's the biggest of all time that you've caught?
Biggest what?
Biggest catfish of all time you've caught?
65, I believe. I don't catch them big ones.
Well, no, they don't taste as good as the...
No, they're not. I like a 5, 6 pound. If I'm going to eat it, 5, 6 pound cat.
Well, the bigger cats have all that fat on them, like my wife said.
Yeah.
You fry for an hour and it's still sizzling
Mm-hmm.
because it's burning that fat.
Another big one on that, Mike. Feel the line. Feel how heavy?
Yeah.
Every once in a while you give a little tug.
Oh.
You feel him?
A little tug. Wait, watch. Watch his line tug. It pulls my hand backwards. There he goes. Go ahead.
That's number 30 line. Number 30. I think it's 500 pound test with number 9 stagings.
I'll have to get you to show them how to make the stagings.
Very
It's not that hard to make a line.
Very
I've made them
simple.
before. The hardest part is putting them out and picking them back up, but I wish everybody would start picking them back up on a regular basis. I can't tell you how many times I've come across trot lines that have been out in the water for years. Nice cat.
Bought off too.
Yeah, this is better running than the one we made last time.
We got some catfish to eat, Mike.
Yep.
Go. We didn't get to the big one. He's back there. He's back there. Feed him. See him?
No, I can't reach the line.
Look.
Good God. That's a mule. The big one is yet to come. Atchafalaya River.
Big Atchafalaya. He's not too big. He's just raising sand.
He probably just freshly hooked.
Oh, that's a live one, huh?
He ain't too little either.
He's well hooked.
Oh, that's good.
Another one behind it.
There you go. Look at this massive catfish.
Another one behind it.
Look at that.
My pliers.
That's a mess of catfish. That's better than you did yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Well, I'm glad we waited till this morning to shoot. Well, when he clamped them jaws shut,
You gotta watch your hand too. Don't let him bite you.
it's almost impossible.
It's
to
like
open that mouth.
sandpaper.
I know. You like them, make it even.
Now, let's see. Oh yeah. What size he is. Another nice one. I mean, that's every other hook.
Tell him. Nice fish. Well, now you don't regret that one that got off, huh?
Oh no.
So remember, until next week, please use your life jacket and your kill switch, and don't throw your trash on our roads and waters. This has been Mike Rabalais for Cajun Quest. Stay safe on the water and good fishing. We'll see you next week.